video is strictly for educational purposes only. I do not condone or glorify the use of drugs.
How's it going, everyone? I'm Leaky Fish, and in this video I'll be covering the amino acid known as L-Glutamine. This is a nutrient that has astronomical benefits for aiding both muscle recovery and gut health. For me personally, it literally healed my gastritis, plus I used it to recover from my workouts faster. I think glutamine is one of the most underrated supplements of all time for managing gut health and healing different stomach problems.
Mom, I have a tummy ache.
I'll go over anything you'd want to know, including the benefits, dosage, forms, how it works, and I'll explain my own experiences with it and why it's one of my favorite supplements. So let's get into it. L-glutamine is an amino acid that occurs naturally in foods such as meat, fish, eggs, and dairy products. Glutamine is a critical part of the immune system due to it being a building block of protein. In fact, it is the most abundant amino acid in your body.
Yes, it's very common.
When your levels of glutamine are properly balanced, you will feel energetic, motivated, and productive. Additionally, you will feel a state of calmness during periods of rest and relaxation. The three main benefits of glutamine that I think are the most important are the effects it has on gut health, muscle recovery, and GABA receptors. Although it normally doesn't help you gain muscle, it aids in recovery by making you feel less sore, reducing muscle aches, and preventing muscle degradation. Plus, it increases glycogen replenishment, which grants more energy to your muscles. If you consume L-glutamine prior to physical activity, you will feel an increased ability of physical exertion. And if you take glutamine after a workout, you will recover faster and won't feel as sore or drained. Glutamine is also a precursor to the inhibitory neurotransmitter known as GABA. This is why if you take glutamine, you will feel satiated and less stressed.
I'm feeling pretty relaxed now.
GABA moderates the stress response system, resulting in a calming effect on the body and mind.
Cause I'm chill. I'm straight chilling.
Proper glutamine intake results in positive mood regulation and can have an impact on mood disorders such as anxiety and depression. The greatest benefit of glutamine, for me at least, is the effects it has on healing stomach problems. L-glutamine helps maintain the barrier between your intestines and the rest of your body, offering protection against conditions like gastritis and leaky gut. Glutamine essentially serves as a fuel source for rebuilding your stomach lining in the intestines and maintains gut barrier function. It even helps detoxify the liver of foreign substances. Each of these reasons contribute to how glutamine fixes poor digestion, bloating, leaky gut, IBS, Crohn's disease, gastritis, and much more. With all of that being said, now I can properly explain how glutamine has tremendously helped me in several different ways. First off, glutamine pretty much single-handedly healed my stomach issues. Before I started using it, I was suffering from gastritis for a long time. Basically, my stomach lining was all inflamed and it was negatively impacting my life because it would demotivate me and I was always feeling like shit. Plus, any supplements or drugs I would take would barely work because my stomach was having a hard time digesting everything.
Oh, my stomach! It hurts so bad!
I'd have a tummy ache for most of the day, and that alone was distracting and annoying to deal with. But I started taking L-glutamine, and that changed everything. It was a slow process that took about 6 to 8 weeks, but during that time, I was eating a bunch of glutamine powder every day, all day. I would take 15 grams in the morning as soon as I woke up, then 10 grams around noon, another 10 grams in the evening, and then an additional 10 grams a few hours after that. I did this every day for several weeks, and sure enough, after a while, my stomach problems were completely healed, and I'm totally normal now.
I'm healed, baby!
I really do swear by this stuff, and I still take glutamine a few times a week. Something to note is that if you do decide to take glutamine to heal your stomach, you must continue to take it even after you start to feel better. You gotta stick with the process so that it completely heals your stomach.
We gotta stick with it. Just let him do his thing.
Because if you start to feel a little better and then stop taking it, your stomach is just gonna revert to hurting again. So you must be sure to continue taking it even a few weeks after you already start to feel better. That way, everything gets fully healed and your body learns to handle itself without the need for external supplements.
I feel stronger now.
The second advantage I like about glutamine is how it increases the neurotransmitter GABA. Like I mentioned earlier, GABA plays an important role in regulating mood and your ability to handle stress. But because glutamine increases GABA, that means any drug or supplement that you take that affects GABA will be more powerful and more potent. In other words, if you take glutamine, it will enhance other drugs or supplements that also impact GABA. Some of these substances include L-theanine, benzodiazepines, gabapentin or Lyrica, and even alcohol. For instance, if you consume glutamine prior to drinking alcohol, it can make 3 beers feel like 4.
I'm good!
That's why it's important to understand that glutamine enhances the strength of other drugs. The third reason I use glutamine is for muscle recovery. I like to take 5 grams of glutamine before I go to the gym as part of my pre-workout stack. I do this because not only does it slightly increase my power exertion, but I almost never feel sore after my workout no matter how hard I went. This is due to the fact that glutamine can be converted into glucose and glycogen, which is used as a primary energy source during physical activity. This replenishment of glycogen promotes muscle preservation and makes you not feel as sore after a workout. Regarding the dosage, the recommended amount is to take 5 to 10 grams every day. However, if using glutamine to heal stomach issues, you can take that dose several times a day. Glutamine typically has no adverse effects, and even doses as high as 60 grams per day have been deemed safe and were well tolerated for several weeks. As with most supplements, it's usually good to start with a low dose first and then work your way up from there. Sometimes if you take too much, it can cause a headache, and you may want to avoid taking it too close to bed because it can be a bit stimulating and keep you awake. The supplement itself is sold over the counter at different grocery and drug stores. Some places offer it in the form of pills or tablets like this. Although pills are convenient, the disadvantage is that they tend to be dosed fairly low. For example, these tablets are only 500 milligrams each, and since my dose is 5 to 10 grams, it means I would need to take 10 to 20 pills every time I take it. The alternative is to buy the powder, which you can mix in water and drink instead. The powder should be tasteless, but in my experience, every brand is slightly different, and some may taste more salty than others.
You're salty.
If that's the case, sometimes you can find flavored glutamine powder, which actually tastes good. This stuff is blue raspberry flavored, and it tastes exactly like one of those blue raspberry lollipops. The powder is my preferred way to take glutamine. In conclusion, I think glutamine is one of the most overlooked supplements, and it can help most people in many different ways. Whether it be related to the stomach, muscles, or GABA receptors, almost anyone can benefit from taking glutamine. Another supplement that's somewhat unknown but reaps similar benefits is called Kava Kava. This is a plant root that's partially psychoactive and is used to make beverages for comparable reasons. Watch this video next on everything you need to know about kava and why it's been used for centuries as a ceremonial drink. Kava has the ability to reduce anxiety and act as a muscle relaxant. Anecdotal reports suggest that it can help with stomach cramps, bloating, and digestive discomfort. My name is Fish and I stay low key. Peace out.